morning, everyone. I was asked to do a care tip on Cattleyas, and so I'm just going to give you a few pointers on what I do. Please remember that everybody's environment is different. What I do may not work for you, and vice versa. I live in the middle of Kansas. We can get temperatures up to 100 degrees during the day, and then 100 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, and then nights can drop down anywhere from like 35 degrees Fahrenheit to 40. And then the next day they can jump back up to like 60 degrees during the day, and then they'll drop down to like 40 degrees Fahrenheit at night. I grow in the house. I don't put any of my plants outside. I do supplement lighting with artificial. Now, I don't purchase any expensive lights or anything like that. I use $20 ones from eBay or from Amazon. So, first tip on Cattleyas is lots of light. Give them as much light as you possibly can if you're growing indoors. I put mine in a south window, and most of them have done fine. One of them I sunburned, and so I just pulled it back to one side of the window instead of in the middle of the window. And that seemed to take care of the problem. And I water once a week in my environment. Everything dries out completely within a week's time. And so 1 week I will water with smidgens of Epsom salt and 15 drops of Super Thrive in 1 gallon of water, and I'll water all of them with that, and I let them soak anywhere from an hour to 2 or 3 hours, depending on what my day's like, how busy and hectic it is. Then I just drain them off, make sure they're drained really well, and put them back in their decorative containers. And then after that, I just kind of ignore them for a week, and then I'll water them with a bloom booster, some kind of bloom booster fertilizer the next week, and I'll just invert those back and forth. And once a month, I'll just water with plain old tap water with a little bit of Epsom salt. That way I can flush out all the impurities and stuff that I've captured in the bark. I'm lucky enough to live, like I said, in the middle of nowhere in the country, so I have well water, and I contribute well water to quite a bit of my success with the Cattleyas. Also, the light amount. I wasn't having a lot of good luck when I first started with Cattleyas. They would grow for me. They would grow great. I would get all kinds of new starts, but they would never sheath or bud for me until I started giving them as much sunlight as possible, and then also the bloom booster. And that bloom booster has really seemed to help get those Cattleyas up and going to where I'm starting to get some more spikes and stuff. But like I said, they're fairly easy plants. They kind of like the abuse to just water them and then forget them. And I don't know what else to say about them. They're really an easy plant, I believe, an easy orchid to grow, for the fact that you can water them and let them dry completely out before watering them again. And um, be careful if you see new growth coming up, not to get any water in the new growth. Of course, that's going to rot it out. I don't mist my plants unless it's going to be a really hot day. Then I might mist them, maybe. It just all depends on the orchid, whether it gets misted or not. I also open up all of my curtains, and I open up my front door, which has a full glass screen door on it, which faces the south, so that lets in plenty of light also. Like I say, light has a lot to do with it. I found out if they're not getting enough light, they're not going to produce a flower bud for you. And I don't know, I guess that's about it. Just let them dry almost completely out before you water them again. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'm sure I didn't cover everything. I'm just kind of giving you a brief rundown on what I do with my Cattleyas. Like I said, water them once a week, let them dry completely out. Every other week I switch fertilizers from a little bit of Epsom salt and Super Thrive over to a bloom booster the next week, and then back to Super Thrive and Epsom salt until I get to the end of the month, where I just use pure water with a little bit of Epsom salt to flush the pots out. My Cattleyas, I don't put any Spanish moss or sphagnum moss in them. They are strictly in perlite, charcoal, and bark mixture. And that seems to be doing fantastic for them. And like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment, and I'll try to answer it the best that I possibly can. But like I said, I don't do a lot with them. I hope everybody has a great day. I hope I explained myself well enough for you to understand. And like I said, it's environment. My environment may not be the same as your environment, so you may have to switch things up some. But lighting is going to be key, and lighting is going to be about the same anywhere you are. Just find a really bright location. Keep an eye on it. Make sure that you're not going to be sunburning the leaves. If you start to see a sunburn, it will happen pretty quick, and you can pull it away and give it a little bit less light if you see a sunburn. Other than that, I appreciate each and every one of you, and if I can help you with any questions, I will. Every single like, comment, watch, I appreciate, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you all. Okay guys, quick little insert. I forgot to talk about my temperatures. During the day, with all the windows opened, all the curtains opened, and my front door opened, my house will get up to anywhere from 87 to 92 degrees Fahrenheit, and I usually try not to turn my air conditioner on and just let it stay nice and hot in here. And I run at 50% humidity. with the help of 2 humidifiers and a fish aquarium. Um, Sometimes I do turn on the air conditioner if it gets above like 87 to 90 degrees. I'll turn the air conditioner on to like anywhere from 85 to 83 degrees, and that's about where I keep it. Now, in the winter time, it's the same. Even if it's cold outside, if I have all of my curtains opened and my front door opened with that south sunlight coming in, it warms my house up to at least 87 degrees, if not warmer. Um, so I just wanted to throw that in there, that they do like warmth also, since I forgot to say that earlier. Um, and I try to, like I said, keep it 83 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit during the day in the house with 50% humidity. And then in the evenings, I set my thermostat to 75 degrees on for the heater. Now, if it's summertime and I have the air conditioner running, I'll set it at like 81 or 82 degrees, and that's the coolest it ever gets in the house, which works out because I'm cold-blooded, so I love the heat, and so do the Cattleyas. I just wanted to throw that in there since I had forgot to mention my temperatures that I was growing at, and I thank everybody.